Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be making a slider card using our Griffin basket card die kit. So if you have been thinking, okay, this is a lot of space, a lot to decorate, I want something a little bit easier, I have just the thing for you. This card is so easy to make if you have a pre-made card blank, and all you need is the basket, some flowers, and you're ready to go. You can do this with anything, but it made it really easy with the basket slider kit. The beginning of this video is moving kind of fast. I accidentally recorded 1 minute of it in time-lapse mode. It will slow down, FYI. Okay, so I'm going to try and talk as fast as this video is moving. But we're going to measure on each side at the 3/4 inch mark just to create where our cut lines. And then we're going to measure again down the middle of the card 3 times to create our score lines and 1 cut line. I'm going to use my WeRMemory Keeper scoreboard to do my scoring on the score lines, and then I'm going to do my cutting on the cut lines. This takes about, 3 minutes to do, so that then you have your whole slider card mechanism. It's so quick and easy and fast. And if you have a scoreboard, just use that and you'll be all done. So you see that you cut it on 3 sides and not on 4 sides, because you don't want to cut out the whole center. You're basically cutting out a rectangle, but not without cutting out the top part of it. And now we're going to do a mountain valley fold, and this is going to be where we're going to have the slider part. Now we just want to add some tape to the insides of the card base. This is where we're going to secure it down. I just used some tear tape that I had. You can also use glue. Here's where the video starts to slow down. Thank goodness. Okay, so we're just adding the rest of our tear tape. You add it on 3 sides. You don't add it on the top because that's where you're going to need your slider to go through. I wanted to have just a little hole, not a hole, but a little decorative piece. So I took a small circle die, and I'm only partially die cutting it on the top just to get that. So use any concentric die set that you have and make just a little hole right there at the top of the card base. Now I cut out a tag. I use my Cricut to cut this out, and you could pretty much use anything. You could just use scissors and draw it out, and then use a hole punch to create the hole. I also put a ribbon on the top to pull it through. And I'm going to align the hole that I made with the die with the hole in the center of the tag. And what I'll tell you right now is my tag was not wide enough. So if you decide to do this project, make your tag a little bit wider. Not so wide that it will touch the tape, but where it's gonna, I made mine the exact same size as the inner cutout that we made, and that was just not wide enough because it didn't have the sides to slide up against, and so you'll see me struggle with it just a tiny bit, but that's okay. I just kept going with it because I wanted to see if it would work regardless, and it does work. But I will say, if you're gonna make this, make your tag wider than your cutout. So I just had a sentiment that I had got from a different set that I'm going to put on the top of the tag. You can stamp something, you can use pre-made sentiments, whatever you decide, but you can see that that went perfectly right there, and the card is pretty much halfway finished. So I have a signature card that I'm going to put on the inside so that I can have some place to write. You can also stamp on the inside of here whatever you want to say. Say you want to say something in one section on the top and then finish that sentence in the bottom. You can also do that. So you can see me messing with it. This is where it just wasn't wide enough. We're going to take our basket. We're going to just use it, fold it like we would if we were putting in the kit, but so much easier because I'm going to cut these tabs off of the bottom of it, and because we don't even need them. Okay, so once you have those cut off, you're then going to just attach the A to A, and then I'm also going to glue the bottom shut. And while we're waiting for me to do that, I'll just tell you that I'm so sad. My Create Crop at Home box is lost somewhere in Los Angeles. It's been 4 days. The shipping has not updated, and I'm getting worried and I'm getting sad all at the same time. I just finished watching the HSN Crafts today, and I saw her demoing everything, and I just really wanted that box in my hand so that I could begin crafting, or not crafting, but I wanted to look at everything and, you know, touch it, smell it, feel it, all that kind of stuff. So I am putting the accordion tab inside of this. I don't know if you really need it, but I just thought it'd give it a little spacing for the flowers. Now this basket just sits right on top of the slider using some tear tape, and I also am going to glue down where I put the tear tape, because just to give it that extra security on the card since it's a movable card. Now it's time to get out our foam squares and our pretty flowers from out of the kit and decorate the inside of the basket. How pretty, all those flowers. Now I have this sentiment. I love the shape of it. It's tiny, but it has just the right thing to say on it. I'm gonna put some foam squares on the 2 loops of this pink bow. Put that down over the top of the sentiment, and our card is finished. Isn't it fast, quick, easy, and pretty all at the same time? So presentable. I just absolutely find it amazing and beautiful. So hopefully you guys do too. If you like this video, if you like this card, comment, subscribe, like, but especially share this video with all of your crafty friends. I'm sure they would love to see it too. And then you guys can make one together. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye.